Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So, let's take a look at some elements that Roger Batterman, which I assume named himself after Minecraft Legends being codenamed Badger internally at Mojang, has leaked us. So, first off, there's some older UI elements. As you can see over here, we've got a whole folder of it. There's some structures, there's some resources, there's villagers, pillagers, giants, babies. Wait, giants? Did you see that? Giants are also an unused mob in Minecraft. I wonder what that's for. And then there's the baby zombie, giant zombie, some structures, tools, toolbars, that's defense. So now you know what that crown looking thing is. And then this one is listed as fountain. If we can find it, it's somewhere here, I'm sure. It's listed as fountain over here. And then over here we've got this one, which seems to not exist in these files. Oh, here it is, house. It's a house. Seems that the pillagers and the villagers exist peacefully in this world, but I'm not sure about that. Well, we're gonna have to see once the game actually releases and gets more info. By the way, today, at the date of recording, August 25th, I know that this is not gonna get out to you today, but on August 25th, there was a Minecraft Legends showcase at Gamescom. If more information has come out by then you can search it up, but this video is just focusing on some major UI features. So let's actually zoom in and take a better look at this UI. These all seem to be small icons, and there's some effects like health and speed, but most of it focuses on like physicalized stuff, like I guess workers and structures. So, oh, and resources. There's iron, stone, gold, diamond, and coal. Those are pretty important both in the main game and seems to also be important here. There's also wood. Villagers are also somehow listed as resources. I'm not sure why. That's interesting. And then there are structures. There's this archer tower, carpenter, archer tower manned, placeable lure, quarries, piglin. There's a structure for piglins. Seems interesting. Nice icon. Pavilion, outpost, melee tower, and some stuff. Structure HQ, HQ2, HQ3, HQ4. Not sure what those are. Structure house, gate strong, and then normal gate. And then there's also some spawners for some hostile mobs. Well, not hostile in this game. The hostile mobs in this game are like piglins. Now the normal hostile mobs are actually on our side. There's a resource hut. There is a piglin map, a player map, a point of interest map. Now what's interesting is that we got a piglin map, which is hinting towards actually being able to play as a piglin in the game. And then a village map. So this all seems pretty interesting. I'm not exactly sure what a lot of these are for, but they are quite self-explanatory. If they are going to be used, then it's going to be pretty cool. But he did state that a lot of these are quite old, up to 4 years old, and are outdated. So yeah, that's that. Now let's move on. As you can see, there's a couple of UI elements. These seem quite themed to like the new UI in Bedrock Edition. I'm not sure why. Well, actually, yeah, this new UI makes sense. On par with Bedrock Edition. Java Edition is still not quite as far ahead as Bedrock Edition, but this UI is looking pretty nice, and we can take a closer look at it. There's this thing up at the top, invasion. This back button does look quite like a lot of the buttons that we can see in world creation screen for Bedrock. Same thing with the buttons on the other side. These look like buttons that you'd see in the world creation screen. And then lastly, we have this over here. This is the Minecraft Legends opening screen. As you can see, looks very, very nice, and there are 4 modes. There is the campaign mode, which is presumably the main like story that you go through. There's also a button at the bottom for you to play campaign, and at the bottom of like the campaign thing, there is also a description that is supposed to show up, but right now there's only the placeholder text. And then there's PvP, which is interesting. It shows 2 different people, on one of which is on some sort of different mob. That's for sure not a horse. So that's going to be interesting. There's the challenges. I don't know what those are for. Again, I don't know what any of this is for. I just got this from some guy on Twitter who holds a bit of credibility. And then there's the store, which I assume is going to function a bit like the marketplace, where you can buy, I guess, cosmetics. Not sure about that, because we've never actually seen the game. We've just seen it through some screenshots passed around, and maybe at the Gamescom. I don't know about that. I didn't check that one. And then at the bottom row, we have play campaign, select character, settings, play flatland. Interesting about the play flatland, because you might be able to like free build or something. And then play demo. You also got a friend system, and that's maybe something similar to Bedrock. Again, some of the stuff is quite similar to Bedrock, but most of the stuff is vastly different. Main 2 things that are similar to Bedrock are the UI elements, some of the UI elements, and also the friend system. We haven't received any information on how the friend system is going to work, so for now I'm just assuming that it's working something similar to Bedrock. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll talk about Minecraft Live, its announcement, well, not its announcement, it's the date that it's slated to go for, and some changes that developers are going to make in it to make it a better experience for us overall, and how they're learning from their mistakes. So I hope I'll see you in the next one, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Goodbye.